How dare you do that to Swayze? And welcome to the Nick and Adam show. For all of the nerds out there, because we're nerds, we do this because we care. So, I'm Nick.
And I'm Adam. We care about you.
I want to thank everybody that has subscribed and been supporting us so far. We thank you so much. You guys can't even imagine how much we appreciate it. So, we're going to keep doing our best to bring you as good, top quality content as we can do until we get better. And we're just going to continue to get better. So,
yeah, we're working our butts off right now. We're trying to figure out some technical difficulties we're having so we can start streaming in 2022. So I'm at my home. Nick's at his home. That's not going to be the usual format, but we want to be able to jump on, talk about things that drop when they drop. So right now, it's important that we do this show separated because we tried a different format before. We were having problems. So let's get into it tonight. This is a little off the cuff, but we love you anyway.
So
I hope you love us anyway.
Because we love you. So we're going off of bounding into comics, and we were just talking about this just a second ago, so we'll bring it back up. So MGM reportedly in talks with desired lead actor and director for Roadhouse remake. Adam, I can't tell you how many things are wrong with the sentence I just said.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you're out of ideas. If you have to pick the bones of Roadhouse, which is a damn good movie.
Of Swayze at that.
Of Swayze. My stance here is kind of a like you could remake anything if you want, and I still got I still got my movie. You know what I mean? I still got Batman 1989, even though you made Batman and Robin in 1997, and whatever, it happened. But like, there's just some like. You can't do Back to the Future, so you're doing this, I don't know.
Well, and it's not like they have a nobody doing it. They got Jake Gyllenhaal in talks to play Dalton, and that's just there's
actually no.
No,
you might not be Dalton. There might not be a Dalton in the movie.
Oh,
yeah,
so
it might be.
whoever the protagonist is. So
it might be a different character in the show movie just called Roadhouse, kind of like Lady Ghostbusters.
Alrighty, so we've mentioned this before. There's certain franchises, and not just franchise, certain movies you just don't mess with, and Roadhouse goes on that list. So,
and they do it well.
No, you can't. There's certain movies where there's certain movies that are perfect for their time, perfect for the lead that they have. Like you certain lines, like you can't reproduce. Seriously, the pain don't hurt line.
Do you enjoy pain?
Pain don't hurt.
You can't reproduce that. That's
No.
just like magic. That is movie magic that just happened, and you can't do that again, and without being a complete parody of yourself. So
That's the thing, and that's where I totally agree with you. Like, how does this not cross the line into like a parody and eventually a waste of money?
New rumor: Norman Reedus in talks with Marvel to portray Johnny Blaze / Ghost Rider.
I mean, I don't know. Do we even need Ghost Rider? I mean, yeah, we do. Comic book movie. I'm all for it, but Norman Reedus. I don't think he's a good fit. I just don't think he's a good fit.
No, Norman Reedus, who I like, and I like the things he's been at. Like I love Boondock Saints. I love Daryl in The Walking Dead, but certain things just go, yeah, I don't see it. I don't see that one coming through very well. So
yeah, he seems a little too rugged to be Johnny Blaze to me. Like he's a different. I'm sure all the ladies love him. I'm sure he's a handsome man. But I think he's a different kind of handsome man than Johnny Blaze would be. I don't think that what's his name, Nick Cage was looked like Johnny Blaze at all either.
Right. So,
wait a minute, real quick. Who would you pick as Johnny Blaze?
Who would I?
Casting call.
Quick casting call. You know what? Give me one whole second. Someone who is young enough, but not too young, not too old, but just has that right type of look. Yeah, I'm going to need a couple minutes on that one, so we're going to... Who's the other Hemsworth? Not Chris, but who's the... Liam. I think Liam could rock that role pretty well.
I buy that.
So, even though I don't know if we need another Hemsworth in the Marvel Universe, but that was, since I'm put on the spot, that's what I'm going with, so... Star Wars Rogue Squadron is pretty much dead in the water right now. They were saying that Patty Jenkins, they were just going to delay it. They were, it was, they were blaming Wonder Woman 3, and now it's pretty much the classic Disney / Lucasfilm creative differences issue. X-Men 97 original Jubilee Allison Cord confirms she will not reprise role, wants Asian voice actress to replace her. Okay.
Wait,
don't work.
Wait, she won't reprise her role, so they're going to replace her with an Asian voice actress?
Well, she wants her role to be replaced by an Asian actress because Jubilee, who is Asian, which I never really paid that much attention to in the comics, but yeah, and that's become a trend lately where if whatever character, whatever race the character is, that race of actors should portray them instead of acting.
Right,
so
I want my tribe shown, damn it.
Thank God they don't do the guy who does Cleveland doesn't do the Cleveland voice anymore, because I'm pretty sure that poor guy would be considered like the biggest racist on the planet.
Why is he a white guy?
Yeah. Critics are destroying Cowboy Bebop right now, so it is incredibly rotten on Rotten Tomatoes. Don't care about that typically, but not a good start for the Netflix show where it's been called a lot of things. It's gotten a lot of critiques by a lot of people that John Cho, he's too old. Okay, so Danielle Pineda, one of those things we were just talking about, Faye Valentine's supposed to be from Singapore. Danielle Pineda is clearly not from Singapore. They race swapped Jet Black's character for a black actor. And I know Japan was not happy with the way it was going, and it seems they are even less happy now that the show's actually getting reviewed now. So, but for the show, I'm still going to review it. So,
is it dropped yet for regular folk?
No, not yet, because I think it comes out the 19th of this month. So, it's coming out very soon. But the previews from the critics are just lambasting it right now. So,
yeah, see, that's the thing, is I don't have any skin in the game on this one because I never saw it before. So I may end up liking it, and then everybody else, like I would understand the hate.
Sure,
I would get that.
No, and someone who really likes the show and understands all the criticism, but at the same time, it can still be a pretty decent show. Getting back to what we were talking about before, where anime is just starting to get the comic book treatment right now. So you're not gonna like 100% of the things that translate to either the big screen or small screen, because you're just gonna lose something. You just are. So.
I don't know. I think we live in. Oh no. Anyway, I think we live in a little bit too critical of a world, though. Sometimes, even though I'm definitely guilty of that myself, sometimes we're a little too critical. I think we can be. So, speaking of critics, I heard a sort of unflattering critique about the new Ghostbusters movie.
That's fine. Do you want to say it or?
Well, no. I mean, it was Jeremy Johns, which I usually in line with his movie reviews. His reviews are awesome-tacular, worth buying on Blu-ray. Might be a good time if you're drunk. What's it? You won't remember this in T-2 minutes or whatever, and then dog shit. He gave it. You won't. There might be a good time if you're drunk. The little, well, the young girl in it, McKenna Grace. He says, "I guess McKenna Grace is gonna take a break after this movie. She's got some back injuries because she had to carry the entire film the whole way," and that made me laugh. I still want to see it for myself, but he's just hinting at things that I kind of already suspect.
Yeah, forcing the female lead to really be the main focus of movies nowadays, not unheard of, but almost to a detriment to the movie and to the character. I can 100% see that being the instance in the upcoming Ghostbusters movie. So
Yeah, these are little kids playing with unlicensed nuclear accelerators on their back. If you remember that line from the movie, you know. So is it okay to play with matches? I don't know.
well, and just from what I've seen from the trailers, it looks like Paul Rudd kind of seems like a man child. Uh, basically just a big kid, and it's going to be probably one of those things where almost the kids seem more of an adult than Paul Rudd's character. So
Yeah, I don't want to shit on this movie yet.
no,
Um,
no, definitely not. I hate to do that at all, but uh, it, anytime the the critics start going after a movie, it's almost like just let it breathe. Let the people make their own decisions. That's what I always come down to. I don't care what most critics think. Most critics are, pretentious douchebags. So
yeah. Uh, for his pretentiousness, Jeremy Johns, I don't know if you watch him, he's very aware of it. He has fun. He just laughs, and it's a very lighthearted review, but it's a very intelligent review too. Though
sure,
he's a very intelligent reviewer. He's only a successful YouTuber and a very credible movie reviewer because he was working at a movie theater, I don't know, 10 years ago or whatever. And whenever Transformers 2 came out, and he hated it so bad, he had to go make a YouTube video, and it went viral, and he just kept doing it. And he built something, from the ground up.
right.
But yeah, we are less than 1 minute away from the new Spider-Man trailer.
Is that supposed to drop on YouTube?
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to drop all over the world
Oh, okay.
in a minute.
All right. Well, I think we can talk for a minute. So
Yeah, I think we can. I think we can go back, watch it, come back later.
So one comic book story I see, former Superman, son of Kal-El colorist Gabe El Taiv, shares what he said to DC head publisher Jim Lee on his way out. So if you're not sure, Mr. Taiv left after basically, I think the final straw that broke the camel's back was Jonathan Kent being made part of the LGBTQ plus community, and he decided after all the years that was kind of the last thing. So using a football analogy, LT said if you're not directly coaching, then you're allowing things to play out, i.e. losses and players' missteps are caused by a failure of leadership. And this is not the first time Jim Lee's leadership's been called into play. Altair doesn't know or even hazard to guess if DC is coaching or allowing the woke agenda to proliferate, as he's not part of the executive meetings. In his words, they are above his pay grade. He then moved to disclose his side of the conversation he had with DC publisher Jim Lee via text message, but prefaced this revelation by urging his supporters to not go after Lee because he is a good family man. If you follow Jim Lee at all, you know that to be true, whom El Tayeb respects, adding they also wasn't going to divulge what his old boss said back to him out of respect for the publisher's privacy and for DC as a company. So that's pretty much sums up. So he thinks the woke agenda is proliferating through comic books, and I think a lot of especially older comic book fans would agree with that. What do you think, Adam?
Oh, I absolutely agree with it. When it's all in your face, it's not exactly what it's a fine line to walk between saying, yeah, I believe in equality, but I've got to print so much and write so much and put so much out into the ether that it's flooded and in everybody's face.
Well, we've talked about this before where, I started collecting comics in the early 90s, right when Image was starting to take off. And if you know anything about what Image was, it was basically creator-owned characters, creators having full control over their characters, over their commodities, over their IPs. They basically wanted to do whatever they want. They could create whatever they wanted, and that's why a lot of people like Jim Lee went there, Mark Silvestri went there, Todd McFarlane went there, Rob Liefeld went there.
They created it.
They were the main dudes over there, and they started it. And then eventually, obviously, Jim Lee went back to DC, but took his Wildstorm issues with him. And we talked about this before, where obviously the trans representation, that's more of a newer thing, but gay characters and characters of color, they've been represented for decades. Just because they're not the top selling titles doesn't mean they're not in comics.
I couldn't agree with you more. I believe, I can't say this for the homosexual characters right off the top of my head, so I really can't comment what I'm about to say on the Clark, or not the Clark Kent, but the Jonathan Kent thing. But I can say that black characters are strongly misrepresented, not in comic books, but in what comic books become in the media, television, and movies, because they're taking white characters that aren't A-list characters. I mean, they're better properties than others, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they're making them black while they leave the original black characters that were created in comics on the page.
Yeah, 100%. That.
And I'm gonna get a little loud here when I say, when they released the Black Panther movie, which was I really enjoyed it. Chadwick Boseman was awesome. Where the fuck was the Black Lightning movie?
Yeah.
Where was that? On the shitty CW? Bullshit.
Yeah, that was basically a throw-in almost with the Arrowverse, where it's like, you could tell there was next to nothing put into that show. So. And
it didn't take place on the same Earth.
Right.
And again, HBO Max. Well, we got a Green Lantern show coming. Who's Green Lantern?
The asshole.
Guy Gardner. The one Green Lantern no one gives a fuck about. If you weren't going to do Jon Stewart, and you weren't going to do, which is one of my favorites, or Hal Jordan, another one of my favorites, where's Jessica Cruz? Where's that one? Fucking Kyle Rayner would have been better, because he doesn't need a lantern to charge his powers. He's a different kind of a take. Where's Alan Scott? He's gay. Make that one. There's your representation. But no, you go for the toxic masculinity. It's fucked up and hypocritical. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm just sorry for getting loud.
All right, Adam. The new Spider-Man trailer is up. That was a lot of action for 5 seconds.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget that Peter Parker's Spider-Man, we started getting...
It's pretty intense with Doctor Strange there. Uh-oh.
From every universe.
They have the same Green Goblin costume.
You're not Peter Parker.
Ah.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
There are others out there. We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with
I like
the
her.
word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
J.K. Simmons is perfect for that
They'll
role.
all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Look, there has to be another way.
There isn't. They're a danger to our universe.
You're not gonna take this away from me.
That wasn't great CGI.
You're struggling. Damn
Ooh.
everything you want. While
Oh, yeah.
the world tries to make you choose.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone.
The lizard. The fucking lizard. Oh, don't you dare.
What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
December 17th, exclusively in movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th. Spider Monday.
I didn't see a different Spider-Man in there.
No, saw the different suits, so I know. I'm not. That wasn't black suit, was it? That was something else.
That was something else.
So
Andrew Garfield, I think, was on the Today Show this week or today, and he said, "I'm not in the movie." First time he said it, he didn't have any kind of like backdoor speech or nothing like that. Like, I don't know, but no, I don't know anything about it. He's just, "I'm not in the movie."
yeah, Kirsten Dunst said the same thing.
Yeah.
But even though she hinted that basically everybody but hers was in the movie, so we'll see.
I would love to see her in it again. I like her. I do. I've always liked her.
I thought she was good MJ. So
Yeah, she was. To me, she's like what Christopher Reeve is to Superman as Mary Jane's go. That's how I look at her.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good compliment for her.
Yeah.
So
What was the line? Did you heard the line where it's like all these other Spider-Mans have to die? That's their destiny.
I did not hear that line. So
Your mess.
Doctor Strange
I know a
says
couple
it.
of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
And I like that Otto Octavius or Doc Ock acknowledged that you're not Peter Parker.
right, yeah, you're not the right Peter Parker.
Fighting Spider-Man.
Saw the lizard in there.
Yeah, saw the lizard. Was the Green Goblin, and then was that more the Green Goblin from the Amazing Spider-Man or the?
Well, no, that was the Green Goblin from Spider-Man.
Right,
And
I
then
recognize, and then there was another one.
I didn't see the second one.
So
I hope they don't have the second one.
yeah, I'm.
Shit.
Well, he didn't have a helmet on, so I'm not sure which one that was. Trying to watch it again real quick. So there's obviously that's William Dafoe's one, and then they had another one.
We're gonna do this shit frame by frame, really.
That's how I'm kind of trying. I'm not. All right. So first off, some of the CGI not top notch from the trailer.
Yeah?
Yeah, the Jamie Foxx's character not the best CGI I've seen right there.
Well, he sucked in the first one anyway.
So
I mean, Andrew Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man, and that was just, that movie sucked. He deserved better. Problems with that movie weren't him. but
I'm
they-
more of a Toby Maguire guy.
Yeah?
I like Toby.
You're one of the only people I know that said that.
That was okay. I mean, maybe it's nostalgia, but I thought he was a fine Spider-Man.
I always get like, I hate his face.
Well, I don't care about his face. I thought he I thought he pulled off the whole nerdy teen, unassuming. No one would think he would be anything special. I think he pulled that quality off of Peter Parker very well.
I mean, I shit on him for a while, but that was because I was so pissed off about the movies. I mean, so yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I did like him as Spider-Man. I wasn't crazy about Spider-Man 2, and I certainly didn't like Spider-Man 3.
Well, no one was super excited about Superman 3.
You mean Spider-Man 3?
Or Spider-Man 3.
You said Superman 3, which sucked too.
Exactly.
But it's fun to watch Richard Pryor in it.
Right.
This part where he's wearing that giant foam cowboy hat and he's drunk. Oh yeah, that's a that golden looking suit that looks like a suit that like the webbing suit that he had.
Which where are you at in the timestamp?
I am at 45 seconds. Literally going through this bitch like second by second. Hello, Peter.
Oh yeah.
I had an action.
Oh yeah, because there was the action figure or was the Funko Pop that was coming out? People were talking about the golden Spider-Man there.
Yeah, one or the other. I'm not sure, but oof.
Oh, there's a better one at 115.
Yeah.
Yeah, way clearer. Plus, he's got the. Oh, it's got to be something to do with. Was it what stone does Doctor Strange have? Is that the Time Stone?
Yeah, the Eye of Agamotto.
Yeah, so that must be incorporated, or something must be incorporated too, because it's, he's got the, the magic, Doctor Strange magic. I can't think of the word.
Is it the? What do you mean? You mean like the sorcerer stuff?
Yeah. So if you go to 114, you can see it, being protruding from his wrist there.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, that's what that is. You're right. I've been stuck on Shang-Chi, so made me think of the rings. Is that Electro behind him?
It seems to be. Electro. I see. I like Doc Ock, so I liked Spider-Man 2. I thought that was a good one. I did. I liked it.
I just didn't like. There was just things I don't know. Maybe I'm overcritical of it. I gotta watch it again.
And that's okay. You can be critical. You don't have to like it just because I like it.
No, I know that, but like I said, like I've said a bunch of times, and I've said it on this show. People consider that like predating like The Dark Knight and Iron Man and then Avengers after that, all that. People consider that like one of the greatest comic book movies of all time.
Well, and part of it is it was the first to reach the $1 billion, as far as it comes to comic book movies. Those were the first to really hit the rare air of $1 billion movies. So I can understand
Spider-Man
that.
2 did $1 billion.
I don't know if Spider-Man 2 necessarily did, but I know those Toby Maguire movies, yes, they touched $1 billion. Let me see.
I'm pumped to see this. This trailer shows you nothing and everything all at once.
Yes, so opening weekend was 114 million in 2002, grossed 400 million US, 825 million worldwide.
Okay. So I obviously need to watch this movie again.
Well, that was the first one. So let me go to Spider-Man 2, because I think they did very similarly, even though I'll agree the second one's not as good as the first one, but it still did stupid money. Okay, So opening 88 million, U.S. gross 373 million, and then worldwide gross is another 788 million.
Well, that's a billion right there.
Yeah. So
well, unless it's worldwide included with the U.S. numbers,
yeah,
or
not,
do you,
it doesn't.
Or do you add the U.S. numbers to it?
Because they have two separate numbers. They have gross U.S. and Canada, and then gross worldwide. So I'm gonna say they're two separate numbers. So combining them would not be an error. So, and see detailed box office info and IMDb Pro, which I'm not gonna pay for.
Yeah, they show Electro like in a classic comic book looking, like his face has that mask. But it's just in lightning bolts.
Spider-Man 3 still did 336 million U.S. and then 894 worldwide. Yeah, those Spider-Man movies just printed money for Sony.
What did Amazing Spider-Man do?
Let's see. The Amazing Spider-Man. I'm gonna guess didn't do as well, but it did pretty good. So open weekend 62 million, gross US and Canada 262 million, 757 gross worldwide. So still,
I'm rolling my eyes at you, Nick.
Just had to make it. Just made it over $1 billion.
Okay, right now, you've seen the Toby Maguire Spider-Mans. You've seen some Tom Holland. It's time to reboot the Spider-Man franchise, and you just sit down and watch The Amazing Spider-Man and quit shitting on it. No, I mean,
no.
You're crazy. You're crazy. It's so fucking good. It is so good. Sally Field's in it. Martin Sheen's in it, and they do great.
Well, yeah, because it's Sally Field and Martin Sheen. I mean, you give them here, go be adorable old people. Like, of course they can eat that up. And
Andrew Garfield's a good Spider-Man, dude.
I like it, and I've told you why I don't like the Amazing Spider-Man, because they redid it too soon. Because I really liked the first Spider-Man movies, and they're like, oh, we're gonna redo it again. I was like, why do that?
I get it. All I'm saying is enough time has passed that, like, if they made that movie today, it's time for you to see it. That's all.
That's fine. And I'm still not a huge fan of Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I think he's okay. I think he's athletic, and I think that's one of the main reasons he got it, because he's athletic.
God's going to kill us, dude. Shut up.
No.
He's going to strike us down.
I have to say my truth.
You can't say that, dude.
Why can't?
The show, we're trying to get the show picked up and stuff, man. Like, we're gonna get killed.
We want people to watch us, not to unwatch us.
Yeah, man. Come on.
I said what I said. I like Toby.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I like Toby better than Tom.
Well, hot under the collar under here, man. I'm sitting in the hot seat here. Ooh, this guy.
How to not grow your brand on YouTube. Follow Nick's instructions in 3, 2, 1.
I hate the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's Mad Libs and bullshit, and Toby Maguire is the greatest Spider-Man who ever lived. And the crowd goes, huh?
Mic drop, and everybody's like, what the hell was that?
And I'm like, welcome to the Nick and Adam show.
And this is why I don't have many friends.
Don't worry, buddy. I'm sticking with you. Don't you worry. I got your back. I'm gonna be sitting there going,
let's get him.
Just like no. I'll be like Ashley Simpson doing a jig on Saturday Night Live after she fucked up. I'll be like, hey, look, I dance. Don't look at him anymore.
Oh goodness. So, but am I excited? Of course I'm excited for the new Spider-Man movie. How can you not be excited for whatever's going to happen? Because, I mean, there's lots of action in the trailer and it looks great, but it still doesn't answer the questions that everybody wants answered. So,
I'm going off on my own little path here. I know you haven't seen it, and hopefully you'll see it before you see this. But so we just talked about Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love her.
Yeah, they did. I like what's her name? Bryce Dallas Howard. She's fantastic, but she played Gwen Stacy before Emma Stone played Gwen Stacy. So I'm going to acknowledge her as like an honorable mention, because that was just one of those things that movie franchise unfilled the way it was, and it was good for what it was. Put that aside. Then you got Emma Stone. I think Emma Stone is the Christopher Reeve to Gwen Stacy's. I mean, I have to give her that because, and there's somebody else to compare it to. When you see it, you'll see what I'm talking about. The chemistry that her and Andrew Garfield have is fantastic. So, like, the first two franchises really kick ass with leading ladies, and then we get to the
Stop
Home
hitting
Saga.
your desk. I can hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't hear it because of the headphones. So then we get to the Tom Holland Homecoming, the Home Saga, and we get this character MJ, who's not in the comics, but she's a nod to both characters, and it's completely original and completely by Zendaya, and I like her too.
Right.
I like her too. She should be in the comics, I think. Oh shit! Somebody else did play Mary Jane in the Amazing Spider-Man. What was the girl from the? They cut her out though. They cut her out in the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Hold
but
on,
she,
give me 1 second.
yeah, real ugly girl.
Ouch.
Sorry.
Anyway, keep going.
She's like the Gwen Stacy of that one, the Bryce Dallas Howard of
Let's look at Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy, Sally Field, Beth Davids.
No, she was in Divergent.
Beth Davids as Mary Parker. Sorry. She's married to what's her name?
What's her name?
His name, Aaron Rodgers.
Don't know who that is either.
Plays for the Green Bay Packers.
Of course, I wouldn't know who that is. I'm sorry, I'm not a sports guy.
What is her name? Shailene Woodley.
Yes, yes.
We got there eventually.
We got there. So yeah, so there was one to compare to, but I think that for three separate franchises and the same superhero, I mean, they really do knock it out of the park with both leading characters. I have to say, that was my piece.
That's your piece, okay.
Yeah, I like them all. I like them all. I don't can't pick a favorite. I almost did. Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah, they showed a picture of Kirsten Dunst. I was like, yeah, that's my MJ right there.
Yeah, the scene where like he's upside down and he kisses her in the alley and it's raining.
Yeah, and it's clearly cold out.
Very cold out.
So, but anyway, so that comes out right around Christmas. So that's going to be that's on the list. Excited.
Yeah.
So between Ghostbusters, Christmas, say it's going to be a good Christmas. So it's going to be a good Christmas because we got some good movies coming up. I can't wait.
1 week from today, you know what I'm waiting for, right? Something you're not.
Something to do with Amazing Spider-Man.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh shit, man! Now you're giving me shit. You're gonna not see that movie, are you? You're not gonna see it, are you?
I'm literally looking right now where I can stream it. So, call me.
I'll leave right now. I'll bring you the DVD or Blu-ray, or either or.
Blu-ray. What's that?
I don't know. Anyway, Masters of the Universe Revelations Part 2 is next week.
Oh, is that coming out next week? Okay. 1
week from today, Tuesday.
Okay. All right, Adam. What are you reading?
I started reading. I'm only on. I start issue 4 in a minute. It's 8 issues to it, but it's the Batman, the White Knight, and the Joker is force-fed a bunch of antipsychotic pills, and he's essentially sane now, and he rises up through politics and eventually I think becomes the mayor of Gotham City, and he tries to save Gotham from Batman. They really villainize Batman in the comic book. I'm not a huge fan of it, of them villainizing him, because I just don't think it's smart. the way that they do it. I think Frank Miller, the way that Frank Miller really made him a vigilante, but he also made his intentions the right way. But then Frank Miller also burned all that down when he wrote Batman and Robin All-Star. I don't know if you ever read that. That's messed up.
I have not.
Yeah. Oh, that's really messed up. That's another conversation between you and I. But for this, I'm going to see where it goes, man. I'm going to give it a chance. The art's cool. The art's really cool. It's a pocket universe, so it's not in the main continuity. And the Joker really doesn't want to go back to being nuts. He doesn't want to go back to being crazy. He's got like a fear of it. Like all I can equivalent it to is like an addict who is in recovery, who understands that it can happen to them again, and they're afraid of going backwards. They always got to keep their eyes going forward. They can't slip into some kind of morbid reflection. Like that's the kind of like that's what he's in. He's even like talking to Harley Quinn. He goes, he's still in there.
Right.
I can hear him. He's still in me. I know he is. And he doesn't want to go back. It's kind of that's cool. That I think is cool. That's a cool take. Not doing much with Batman. You're kind of like sidelined with Batman. You're inside the Joker's head. You're kind of inside the world of Nightwing and Batgirl. And Nightwing is the second Robin at this point. Jason Todd was the first Robin in this storyline. That's weird to me. But so that's it. That's all I really got to say. I'm going to finish it up. I'll try to finish it up this weekend and report it back to you next Tuesday.
Yeah, so I'm still reading Suicide Squad. Into the Fire, freaking amazing. The more deeper I go into it, the more fun I'm having. So, but I did pick up a couple comics this past week. I did pick up Eternals Thanos Rises. So that one just starting to get into. Really interesting. It's actually got a lot of exposition that you have to read through, but it's pretty interesting. So like Thanos' lust for death has led to the murder of billions. The Mad Titan has been foremost threat to the entire galaxy, especially those of Earth. Most recently, he's been murdering his extended family, the Eternals, almost destroying the machine. Wait, extended family? Eternals don't breed, so who's to blame for Thanos? So that's kind of the question that they try and answer with this. I'm not sure how many issues it's going to go, but I'm going to give it a shot and see where it goes. The other thing I did pick up, which I've been waiting for this to come out for months, when I saw the artist doing the whip for this, and it's the King Shark #1. This is the variant cover, obviously, but I freaking love it, and I think its name is Riccardo Federici. So he's an amazing artist, and if you want a really interesting follow on Instagram, you should go check him out, and I'll put the link down right around there somewhere, right around there. So. But that's what I'm looking forward to, and that's what I'm reading. So, just really enjoying getting back into comics again. So,
as you should, sir.
Oh, I say it as anybody should. It's such a nice break from the world, and that's one of the reasons I got into it in the first place. So, loving it, missing.
We need Gen 13 back. That's it.
Who do we talk to about that? Would we talk to J. Scott Campbell about that, or does that be a Jim Lee issue?
It's Jim Lee.
Because it's Wildstorm, right?
Yep. Caitlin Fairchild was in the New 52 back in 2011.
Yeah, I say you were saying that. So if they could even a reboot with a slightly more mature tune, I could get down with that. And I realized when I was a teenager, it was the right level of juvenile for me, but I'd like to see a reboot of that for sure. So,
did you ever read the 2006 runs?
No.
I have the trades if you want them.
Yeah, okay.
If you want to read them, they're good.
Sure,
they're really good.
Yeah, I'll give them a shot for sure. So,
cool.
But other than that, I think that's it for this episode, Adam. Once again, follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Obviously, we're on YouTube, and we'll see whatever else we can get ourselves onto. So I just want to thank everybody for all the support, all the subscribers, people interacting on Instagram and Facebook. It's been a blast. So just keep we're gonna keep keeping on. If you keep sticking with us, it's gonna be a hell of a ride. So
that's right. We love you, Planet Houston.
So, but from the Nick and Adam show, take care.
Love, peace, hair grease.